Working Women's Hostel. Context of the sheet. Content. Aim was to provide a design or space that specifies women by understanding their psychological needs and activities. Site was located in Borivali West, RM Bhattad Road. Context nearby to the site was Aditya College to its east, Kora Kendra Ground to its north, and Ekta Ground to its south. Analysis for the site. Site area is 14,549.5 square meter. Response of the site, it has a 6-meter offset on all sides, 40% of ground coverage. It has 3 entry roads, that is the access roads to the site. RG can be 15% of the plot area, that is 2182.3. Site contains 4 types of existing trees, that is Gulmohar, Badam, Ashok, Rain tree. SWOT analysis. Strength. It has good connectivity, better transport accessibility. Garden in the vicinity is providing view for the site. Strong context, hence giving scope for the design. Opportunities. Existing vegetation can be blended with design and recreational zones. Site shape enables to design according to the climate analysis. To design according to the context with nature, respect to site conditions. Weaknesses. Noise from the main road during traffic. A flyover is connected on the main road. Fixed site context. The threat to the site is safety issues for women to travel during night as light is not proper at the edge of the site. Case study inferences and takeaways. Hazelwood School. It is a school for visually challenged people. It's based on the principle of universal design, utilizing the space for all category users. The acute angles into the site was converted using curves for better circulation. Sensory concept of using touch, feel, smell, hearing for disabled and blind people. Using the elements needed to guide the path for the user. Using more amount of natural light with the help of glass. Utilizing maximum north light. Form development according to the site. The second case study was St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Haryana. Use of interactive staircase and corridors. Use of climate analysis and sensitivity for the structure development. Zoning according to the context. Fenestration according to the sun direction. Using interior spaces for landscape and interaction. Making spaces more socialized with the help of landscape. Concept and zoning. Concept. The approach that I took for the design was to design according to the needs and daily living activities of a woman along with the principle of universal design. So I choose 3 words: empowerment, independent, bold. These 3 words, I took the architectural form of these 3 words, that is courtyard, massing and aesthetics. As we discussed that the approach was on the basis of needs and activities. Needs was for the safe and secure domain. It should be user friendly and equipped with all facilities. Activities, work, break, home, indoor activities, interaction, workout, outdoor activities, shopping, relaxing, etc. Linking all these activities with the needs was a major concern. Zoning. As we knew, there were on-site trees already present on the site which had a great advantage. So vegetation present on the site was given a prime importance while designing. The foliage is used for the landscape beneath and activities and amenities are placed accordingly. Courtyard as a main concept into the structure is included by using the trees. The zoning was divided into public, semi-public and private part. The public part was open for all, semi-public was open for some, and private was for the specific users. The public part consisted of administration, reception, waiting. Service areas, atriums, amenities, semi-public spaces were included in semi-public spaces. Internal courtyard and room plannings was specifically designed for private spaces. As universal design was an important aspect of designing, sensory architecture was used within as well as outside the structure, that is the landscape, using the concept of touch, smell and hear. The water body for the sound, the smell with the help of trees, plants and shrubs, the touch with the help of texture for disabled and blind people was inculcated in the design. Sustainable approach was followed with the help of solar panels, green roof, rainwater harvesting, organic farming. Volumetric massing, the mass that was developed was according to the volume. The voids was subtracted according to the trees, giving certain amenities along with the openness of courtyard, hence creating recreational zones into the structure. The form development was hence done using volumetric massing and techniques of sustainable form development. Site plan showing the entry exit to the site. The first one is the vehicular entry. The one arrow marked in brown shows the vehicular entry and exit. Ochre yellow shows the pedestrian entry exit. Number 5 is the service entry. Number 6 is the fire route in case of a fire. Number 2 is the drop off and pick up. 3 is the parking. 4 is the ramp to the basement. And this roof shows the level according to the volumetric massing. Ground floor plan consisting of public zone, semi-public and private zone, rooms for the handicapped as it is easily accessible for them, rooms for the visitor as they need to be separated from the private zone of the users, and some semi-public play zones which is merged with landscape. The same core is repeated on the first floor along with the atrium and the space above the canteen used for the rooms along with the breakout spaces in between. Similarly, for the second floor plan, similar planning principle is used. Basement plan consists of parking for 30 cars along with the services, fresh air room, LT panel room, UGT and pump room, some STP, AHU, exhaust room, car park area. Individual room plans. Plan for physically and visually challenged room, single room, double room. Service floor plan. Service floor plan represents the services on the floor, that is the meter room along with the ventilation shaft, electrical shaft that is ELV, extra low volt and low volt, PHE shaft for public health and engineering, janitor's room near the washroom and FSC shaft in case of fire. Service site plan. The site plan shows the stormwater drain at the edge of the site, substation at the entrance of the site through which the connection will be easier, OHT placed on the top of the staircase. Sections. Section which is cut through the atrium showing the interactive staircase and the green wall along with the corridor which is open to the air. Section 2, that is the section cut through the rooms showing the internal landscape, that is the internal courtyard along with the fenestration that is used. Elevation. Key plan showing east elevation, north elevation according to the facade treatment used. Key plan showing west elevation and south elevation. Construction detail. The first detail is the railing post base detail, which shows the railing must be at least 150 mm inside the bund wall, which is of RCC, for the safety of the user. The second detail is the wall section of east-west facade detail. Detail A shows the planter box in which the planters are placed. Landscape detail showing the detail of the stormwater drainage having pebbles on top of it so that the purification of water can take place and later the water can be used for rainwater harvesting. Step seating with planter showing the detail of the stone and the grass, how both are segregated. Pathway detail. Landscape furniture. Views of the furniture where it is used according to the different activities and different places. Side view. The view from the north side along with a detailed view. View from the south side. View from the west side and view from the east side. Structure view. First view shows the front side of the structure. Second view shows the top side of the front side of the structure. Third view shows the solar panels along with the atrium glass of the structure. Fourth view shows the duct facade detail of the structure. These are some of the views from different angles of the site. Facade detail view. For the east and west facade detail, box section, that is the box planters are used along with the planters into it to provide the shade from the east and west sun and rains. For the southern facade, a chhajja along with the box planter is converted in such a way that the angles of the sun for the southern direction are maintained. Duct facade, which is used for the PHE duct, facade detail used on the southern side for interaction. Landscape view. First view shows about the organic farming. Second view shows about the open canteen shaded with trees having pavers through which blind or disabled people can access their path. Open gym. And the last one is about the meditation and yoga area. Walking track along with sitting. Second image shows the amphi for performance. Third image shows library open sitting if somebody wants to read in open. Fourth shows the fire escape route which is used for jogging track along with the sitting. These are the views showing the sensory pathway about the acupressure reflexology, which has different kind of materials so that it can give different kind of feeling for the leg along with different kind of bushes for the smell and water for the sound. Internal courtyard landscape. Internal entrance showing reception desk, internal entrance landscape, sensory landscape and the green wall. Atrium showing the interactive staircase. Interior views showing gym, balcony view, games room and the staircase. Interior view of the corridor based on the user and activity. Corridor for rooms. Corridor with interaction. Corridor with sensory. Corridor with sensory. Both differs, that is the touch, and in this part it is about the smell and sound. Interior view about the open terrace, breakout spaces, chill out spaces used in the structure. Courtyard creating interaction along with the bridges used to connect different floors for different rooms. Evening view of the complete site. Thank you.